Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Willie May, and right now we got the rapper who got a $20 Anne Frank face tattoo. Now, the world is so crazy, isn't it? You got all type of cringe bags, all types of people trying to chase clout. And as somebody who's trying to grow a YouTube channel, I understand clout is very powerful. But the last thing I'm ever doing for clout is tattooing Anne Frank. No disrespect to I love my Jewish community, but I'm not getting Anne Frank tattooed on my face, bro. You're tripping. This guy got Anne Frank tattooed on his face. I really hope that this worked out for him. Thinking, you know, the fact that Sunny V2 dropped a video on him, it probably didn't. So I'm glad to hear it. You know, it always makes me feel a little bit happy to hear, you know, the misfortune of others, as it probably does y'all. So let's get into it. I'm gonna leave a like. Oh, never mind. Yeah, let's get into it.
Frank face tattoo first went viral back in when the Anne Frank face tattoo first went viral back in 2017. Articles provided only a brief
2017. Who goes by the name Zan Frank? Nah, this has to be yo, Zan Frank is wild.
Description of the person wild enough to do it. So we lined up a full interview with the rapper to get the full story of the Anne Frank face tattoo. When the idea first came about, Arnold is Dead had recently dropped out of college.
Well, then I tried the college thing. I didn't make it past the first semester.
And was couch surfing around Los Angeles.
Yeah, let me tell you something, bro. College is a scam. And you're talking to somebody who goes to college, that shit is a scam, bro. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all, bro. Unless you really got it, like, intelligent. Okay, think about it like this. College is like the Olympics. It's like, okay, Division I basketball, right? If you're there trying to go to the league, it makes sense. If you're not trying to go to the league, why are you playing? That's kind of like college, but with smarts. If you're really good at education, like let's say you're good enough to get into the big schools, Miami, Harvard, UCLA, all the big schools, right? Then it makes sense. But if you're just an average student and you're trying to go to college, bro, it's really just for fun, bro. I'm telling you, college is training most people to be regular ass fools. Like, I mean, that's cool if you want to be regular. Me personally, I want to be that guap. You feel me?
Angeles by creating free music for any artist who'd let him stay over. At around the same time, Arnold began to notice the rise of the SoundCloud rap genre.
We had the Smoke Birds, the Lil Pumps, the Ski Masses, the XXXTentacion.
After which he began to emulate that kind of lifestyle. However, there was one thing he was missing which characterized almost every artist from that era. Face tattoos. Coe had gotten the Mona Lisa on his neck, Blueface had gotten Benjamin Franklin on his cheek, yet Arnold is Dead was looking to make an even bigger statement. As a college dropout with no permanent residence, Arnold didn't have the best relationship with his family.
I want y'all to look at this man right here. This is what, in all due respect to Arnold, bro, this is what we call a failed life. Make sure you're not like this man, bro. Treat yourself like the main character. Try to get out there. Bro, look at this man. Look at this man. As soon as he tattooed Anne Frank on his face, he said, God, I know you gave me this life, but my life don't matter, bro. My life just don't matter. I'm just here to be a laughingstock. He's really here so people like me can just do reaction videos and make some money off him, bro. Really think about it, bro. Look at him. Look at him.
Your mom kicks you out of the house. She thinks you're a piece of shit. Your dad doesn't. He thinks you're a piece of shit. None of your siblings talk to you.
Which not only led to a problem with substances, but also a bout of deep depression.
Got to the point when you're young and you're under, you know what I'm saying, the influence, you're not making the clearest of decisions. You're not, you know. It's a really dark place.
It was at this point that Arnold realized he wanted a permanent reminder that someone else always had it worse than him. And as a result, he chose a portrait of someone who...
That is the craziest. Yo. First off, rest in peace, Anne Frank. The fact that you got to be dragged into this is crazy. But the reminder that somebody always had it worse than you was to tattoo Anne Frank in the goofiest way on your face, gang. You couldn't have at least got her right here. I mean, I might get an Anne Frank tattoo now I think about it. I mean, that'd be hard, like, a little bit. Like, you just have it seeped into the sleeve. That'd be kind of cool. But this... Never mind. I was.
Who'd had it worse than everybody else, later stating in an interview with The Sun, there are people in history that didn't have the power to control, to actually do things they wanted to do with their lives. To be stuck in a house and end up dying. Dude, I'm dying to make music. That's the way I look at it, it's very black and white. Recognized as one of the world's most famous tragedies, Arnold became certain that he wanted Anne Frank on his face.
So
I don't even really know the story of Anne Frank. I'm gonna keep it a stack.
I thought I was gonna blast on my face so it could be like a reminder where I was like, whenever you feel down and bad, bro, like on Anne Frank, bro. Like it was like a thing for me.
Although instead of going to a professional tattoo studio, he instead opted for a much riskier location.
I go to my friend that was living in Pomona. His name's Ryan. I love this kid. His brother does tattoos out the house. Yeah, I read up Ryan's brother's house.
The stupidity, bro, it's killing me.
He's like, so how much money do you have? And I was like, $20. Bro, deal.
On the 20th of August 2017, for a home job price of $20, the Anne Frank face tattoo was finished, prompting an instant response from those who knew him.
I mean, yo, bro, for $20, that's not too bad. It's just that a goofy, yo, like the size of it, like, yo, like even at least Blueface's like Ben Franklin tattoo, it makes sense. It's Blueface. That's the Blueface, the face on the blue dollar bill. But this is just like not even just the tattoo idea is goofy. The way it's done, like it's just big as hell, and it's like on like the angle of your face where it's like it's not like a smooth angle, like whatever, bro. Y'all understand why it's done, bro.
The Anne Frank face tattoo was finished, prompting an instant response from those who knew him. Can someone tell me why Teddy got a tattoo of Anne Frank big as on his face? Why? With many others echoing a similar sentiment. This is so irresponsible, and frankly, I do not approve. How ignorant do people gotta get for attention now, while others made the argument that everybody should be allowed to make their own choices? I mean, you didn't do it, so why do you care what other people do? That's just hating. If you don't
There's
like
always some
it,
stupid
you don't
people
have
who
to
say
respond.
stuff like that.
Despite this initial burst of public attention, Arnold maintained that he hadn't orchestrated this to go viral.
I didn't think this was gonna be a viral thing. Bro, I was moving off my like heart. It wasn't a try to be like a viral thing. I was really into tattoos. I wanted to always be completely tattooed, inked up head to toe. You see what I'm saying?
Yet the uniqueness of the piece certainly helped to expand his network, becoming closely acquainted with XXXTentacion.
You know
I
X?
started working with Ski Mask. I started working with Trippie Redd. I started working with Warhols. I started working with Cole Bennett.
Which eventually led to his now infamous meetup with the one and only Lil Xan. Arnold explained that he met Lil Xan while hanging out backstage at a festival.
See that Lil Xan's there, so I just introduced myself. We're just hanging out, we're chilling, we're smoking.
During which Lil Xan saw the tattoo and gave him a funny nickname.
We're just shooting jokes, and he's like, "This is like Xan Frank. Like this is wild."
This on its own wasn't anything interesting. However, when somebody from the media began talking to the two, their evening took an unexpected turn.
Hey yo, Lil Xan, who you hanging out with? Yo, this is my boy Xan Frank. That's it. The internet broke. That was it. All the photos that went viral into memes and everything came from them taking pictures of that day because they were still like they were just capturing that exact moment.
Rapper gets tattoo of Anne Frank on his face because he's dying for his music. Arnold Gutierrez, who goes by the name Xan Frank and Arnold is Dead, stunned rap fans with a huge inking of the Jewish diarist. Articles such as this one helped Arnold's social media to explode.
After that, I wake up the next day and I have like 15K followers and the whole internet just wrecking my shit.
With the virality of the situation then leading to an Instagram post by Lil Xan announcing that Arnold was the new third member of Xanarchy. The post was amplified further when Adam22 reposted the image to his Twitter with the caption "Mood and
Yo, Adam, you're a
face
loser,
tattoo,"
man.
before getting Arnold in a no jumper video titled "He Got an Anne Frank Face Tattoo."
This is the legend that everybody's talking about. Give me your version of why you got the Anne Frank face tattoo. Let's hear it.
What's my version?
I don't know. Let's hear your version.
I don't got a version, dog. Xan Frank, dog. Xanarchy.
That's what. Is that what inspired it?
Nah, that's Xanarchy all day.
Okay.
Despite this,
Adam, whatever.
explained that people often didn't recognize who it was in the image.
I get funny ones like, is that your daughter? Is that your mom? Is that your girlfriend? And then I'm like, It's Anne Frank. Some people don't know who Anne Frank is.
Which is surprising, as a now deleted Reddit post of the tattoo received 4.8k upvotes on the ATBGE subreddit, which is a space dedicated to awful taste but great execution for everything that displays quality craftsmanship in the least elegant way possible. Not a bad compliment for a $20 home job. Others of the post expressed concern over his future employment prospects, yet the reply suggested that he might qualify for some niche roles, stating, "Tell that to the HR department at the Holocaust
This is
Museum."
really the example of any publicity is good publicity. If he has some talent, this would have been enough to blow up. He got on No Jumper, his little Zan, bro.
As well as standing at the exit offering pictures with his face, might be the best bet for a career. What the internet thought wasn't of interest to Arnold anyway, as he only cared about the opinion of one specific person.
The only person's reaction is my mother's. She looked at me, bro, and she was like, "Oh, you're still my son, bro." I don't see that. Like, nothing changed.
And if anything, the situation helped Arnold to take care of his family.
Yo, if my son come back with his Anne Frank tattoo, bro, it's straight hands, bro. No communication, just straight. Comment below if I would beat your ass if I hit you with that combo. You can only see it once.
Given he was now being presented with new opportunities, which he previously hadn't had access to.
Now I had an opportunity to be able to walk into rooms that I wouldn't be able to walk into. Like I said, it wasn't the intention, but the fact that it happened like that, that's what made it 10 times better.
One such instance was a meeting with a top executive at Republic Records, who turned out to be Jewish, but found the piece to be quite endearing.
We took him to a meeting at Republic. Clearly, she's like, shout out to the Jewish people. Yeah, she was Jewish. Anne Frank, she was about to cry.
Yeah, she was.
Arnold then gave a description of that day in his own words.
She comes from a Jewish background, and she's one of the big label execs. She brings a lot of big artists there. You could Google her, and she has a really big background in that. And we really had a heart to heart.
Also adding that most people are polite in real life and have no problems with the piece outside of the internet.
I've never even had someone like use it as an insult. The only thing I've seen is like comments online and like people just bashing it.
At around the same time, Arnold also got a Zanarchy tattoo on his neck, which is both strange and unfortunate, as he never even joined the crew officially, and the relationship between Arnold and Lil Xan came to an end only 3 months after their first meeting.
He's like not really part of Zanarchy no more.
Really?
Yeah, he's part of like very rare.
Oh, okay.
It's cool.
Yeah, it's cool. Like we cool with them, but you know.
Yeah. Well, was it the Anne Frank face tattoo that was too much?
No.
Arnold then explained that he was removed from
That's how he got
Zanarchy
signed.
after the group's management told him this.
I had gotten kicked out from the group because they said I was like a bad influence to Lil Xan because I was like partying really hard.
Which is interesting, as Arnold has cleaned up his act quite significantly since getting the tattoo for the first time.
I'm a lot more mellow now after having a daughter, after cleaning up and stuff like that. You know, I haven't taken Xans in a long time. Probably been like almost 2 years now. I'm not going to continue.
Why has he got a
Xanax,
daughter,
I'm not, you know what I'm saying, going to push that agenda. I don't think that's cool.
Within the last month, Arnold did a photo shoot with the up-and-coming Jewish rapper BLP Kosher, who was recently interviewed by Nardwar, also getting a small feature in his Special K music video during the line "I'm a pass the blunt" to Anne Frank. Arnold has also recently rebranded to La Pension, which is
leave Anne Frank alone, yo.
Spanish for DJ Child Support, combining his old skill of producing music with his love for Latin culture, ultimately hoping to spread a positive message.
Instead of like pushing this whole agenda that everybody was following as a trend with the drugs and all that stuff. Let's make people dance, enjoy life, feel good about themselves.
Yo, let me tell you something, bro. There's a moral to every video. The moral to this video is don't be stupid, bro. Please do not be stupid. For the clout, for the money, for anything, bro. It's not worth it. Because this dude is just some falling off rapper. And Anne Frank will never leave his face. He has a daughter now. His daughter is going to be a thought. And I understand. You don't understand how that correlates. I promise you. Your dad has an Anne Frank tattoo on his face all goofy like this. You're going to grow up being the high school thought, bro. Dude's going to be a terrible thoughter. Anyways, let me know what y'all thought. Leave a like, comment, subscribe for the new ones. Yo, I need an intro and an outro, bro. I don't know how to do that. I guess it's going to come organically, but yeah, let me know what y'all thought. I'm out.